Good morning, guys. It is Saturday or Sunday, Easter Sunday, so happy Easter, everyone. Beautifully sunny today. Got to sleep in on a Sunday, obviously, till 10:42. Did my taxes yesterday. I actually got invited to a Easter dinner this evening to her fam's house. So aside from that, waking up on a Sunday, have a little bit of time today. Don't have to drive Lyft at all. Got my 110 rides in. Don't have to do too many client programs, just like 2 or 3, and then maybe make a video or 2. So I figured, wake up, do some old school YouTube vlogging for you guys. Gonna train push again today. I think this is my 3rd day in a row, only taking 1 day between my workout. No soreness to speak of, nothing. So yesterday, I had a couple, I had about 4 beers Friday night. And then yesterday on Saturday, I slept a ton, got to have like 4 clean meals. And with 2 of those clean meals, I had 2 slices of pizza from Domino's, little medium slices. And I had like 4 pieces of brownie, but these brownies are literally like 150, 200 calories each. So did get clean food in, and then ate my normal junk as well, which is usually like a large meal of junk food, either in one sitting or spread out. But as you guys know, I do eat 3,000 to 4,000 calories per day. So eating chicken and rice and hitting that's impossible. So we'll have, 2,000-3,000 clean calories, and then anywhere from 500 to 1,500 dirty calories. That's what I do every single day to maintain a relative leanness without having to eat too much food and without missing things. So whatever, it is what it is. But we're gonna weigh in today because I haven't weighed in for you guys in forever. And I'm genuinely curious to see what it is that I weigh. So I'm gonna go, well, I'm not gonna go, I'm gonna put these underwear on right here because I have nothing on. And then we're gonna get on the scale. But first, I feel a little something coming, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but just sit tight. Let's weigh in once I use the bathroom and unload whatever it is that needs to be unloaded. Oh, if you're already filming, I guess we'll just weigh in here and then go right to the kitchen. So here's a little proof on that timestamp, guys. It is April Fool's, 200 pounds, which is shocking because that is the lightest that I've weighed in Denver since I moved here by a significant margin. I don't think I was less than 203 or 204 ever out here, and I got up to 210 morning weight. But let's kind of go over a couple things of why that might be. When I first moved out here, I was eating way more food. I was eating 5 to 6 big clean meals a day, and 1 huge cheat meal per day. Now I'm doing 4 to 5 clean meals per day and 1 small cheat meal. So I was eating a little more clean food and about double the junk food. That was enough to increase my calories by at least 1,000. I wasn't particular about my cardio, and yeah, you guys already know. Food intake is going to be the majority of what determines your weight. Whether we do 20 minutes of cardio or 0 cardio, it's not going to make a huge difference. Obviously, for your health and for your goals of losing weight, it's important. But as far as whether you're going to be 200 pounds or 230 pounds, a little bit of cardio doesn't make the difference. So how did I get lighter while maintaining my bench strength or actually getting stronger since I moved here on bench? When I moved here on bench, I was doing 235 for 10 sets of 3. And when I moved here on bench, I wasn't even squatting, but I was heavier. So food was definitely one thing. Another thing is, about a month and a half before I moved here, I did a Nick Strength and Powers competition, which I ran Tren for. All of August, I was running about 200 to 300 rigs of Tren per week. So that, over a month's period, even while dieting, was enough to put on or maintain muscle tissue while losing body fat. So as soon as I was done with Nick Strength and Powers competition, I had lost a lot of body fat and water, but maintained all of my lean mass because I ran Tren, which I only do for competitions or for little bits of my bulks. Regardless, I've only done it for competitions other than very extremely experimental. So being able to get in basically contest shape right before I moved here at 200 pounds allowed me to gain weight on a bulk, put fat back on, maybe put some muscle back on because I was increasing calories. But since Christmas, since January of this year, my goal has been to, obviously the bulk didn't work out, ate as much as I can, gain a few pounds. So my goal starting this year was to just start lowering everything and to get my health back and to see if my compound movements would get me where I want to go. So now that I'm stronger on squats than basically ever, I'm stronger on bench than ever, and I'm doing it at a body weight that's the lightest I've been in Denver on less drugs. So right now I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I'm taking, and then I'm going to eat and go to the gym and train. No more fancy vlogging, maybe a little bit, but what I've been taking basically all month of March for me is very, very low doses, 400 mg test, 200 deca nasty. So I've been always dabbling in the 300 to 500 realm, and now that I'm 200 pounds, and I thought I was a little soft, but I guess I'm just a little smaller. But I'm strong and I'm healthy, so I want my internals to be healthy, and I want to be strong relative to my genetics, which right now I'm strong as hell relative to my genetics, on about double TRT. If you want to, you know, be real honest with yourself, it's more than double TRT. Problem with taking a dosage like that is it does hypertrophy certain tissues, potentially, like your colon, like other organs possibly, and you definitely will get increased blood pressure. You may not have hypertension, you may not be, you know, in the 140s, 150s, but you will increase your blood pressure, which will shorten your life when you do it for years and years and years. So YouTube and Instagram and bodybuilding in general puts a lot of pressure on you to take these dosages year round. But as I'm maintaining or gaining strength, or right now just honestly maintaining on this, I feel very, very content with the fact that I'm doing it on less, and I'll be happier doing the same on less and less and less and less. So we're gonna keep this intake of these 3 compounds the same through April until further notice. But I'm gonna eat and go train because now it's 10:51, and you don't make gains by talking, you make gains by 1 cup of shredded wheats, because that's how you get shredded. Yep. Alright guys, so just quick thought here out loud. One thing you never want to do is go into the gym with negative thoughts. If you've got a tweak, if you've got a little bit of pain, if you've got shit to do outside of the gym, you gotta literally leave it in the car, leave it at the door, and go into the gym and try to put on some music, listen to a podcast, or just leave your headphones back and try to get in a place where you just don't have negative thoughts. And today on Easter Sunday, the only negative thought I have is that I didn't go to church today. And church hasn't been a big part of my life, but at certain small points in my life, it has definitely made my life much, much better and much more pleasurable when I was going regularly. So today, I woke up and my buddy Scott told me he was going to church with his girl, and I just immediately felt like I was doing something wrong by not going. So thinking about it on the way to the gym has got me very depressed. I shouldn't be here. I should be at church with people, with a community, enjoying good gospel and good worship, not necessarily for religious purposes, but for community and for genuine love purposes, because that's why I like religion. I only like the positive and loving parts of it. I don't really give a shit about anything negative. I don't ascribe. I don't follow any of that crap. That's for extremists and weirdos who have mental problems. But the good in it, I see so much value. So instead of worrying about it today and letting it affect my day and affect my training, I'm sure there's going to be masses Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and next Sunday or the Sunday after, I'm going to make sure it happens. So that's something I've been wanting to do for several months. Sounds easy, but for me, there's just always some sort of block. So it's time to get that done. Let's go in here, worship the weight. Let's go in here and have fun, train, and then that's a goal that I'm making that I'm going to complete. So nothing else I can do. Let's train. All right guys, so we're gonna start filming at 225. Let's see how the speed and the bar path of everything goes. And it's packed in here. Let's go. Alright guys, what's going on? RZ Fitness checking in. This should be an interesting video. And where do we begin exactly? Well, what I'm going to talk about today is based on my experience and what I've been seeing on YouTube, having been lifting for 10 to 12 years now. We're going to touch on pec tears and why we've been seeing them in the YouTube fitness world. So there we go, boys and girls. I think today's the day where we go to 255 from 250. I don't feel like doing 10 sets at 250. I feel strong. So for that reason, we're gonna go to 255 and do anywhere from 3 to 6 sets. Let's rest and go.